Imagine the chaos of a library without a catalog system. That's what a computer with disorganized files resembles. Having a well-structured digital space isn't merely for visual appeal or neatness, but it plays an integral role in enhancing your digital efficiency and productivity while also providing a stress-free environment. Neatly arranged files equate to time saved, sparing you from the hassle of navigating through piles of a disorderly file system. This saved time, which may amass to hours, can be channeled towards more useful and productive tasks, thereby augmenting your overall output. In addition to saving time, an orderly computer can foster mental clarity. Struggling to locate a single file in a mountain of documents can induce stress. An organized system eliminates this stress, making the task of file retrieval seamless and hassle-free. Every file inhabiting your computer is a unit of information, and the approach you adopt to arrange these files impacts the speed and efficiency with which you can access and use this information. Consequently, it's imperative to keep your files structured and easy to locate. Just as a meticulously cataloged library ensures a smooth and efficient reading experience, a well-arranged computer too can pave the for digital efficiency and productivity. Like a well-organized library, a well-organized computer can be a gateway to efficiency and productivity. A logical folder structure is like a roadmap to your files. Consider a scenario where you have to navigate through an unknown city. Now, apply this to your computer system. It's navigating through files and folders instead of streets, corners, and landmarks. Let's think of your computer as this city, where each file is a building and folders are neighborhoods. A well-planned city, just like a well-organized computer, promotes efficiency and ease of access. Implementing a logical folder structure is akin to creating a well-structured city. It means sorting your folders by category, project, or content type. Let's illustrate. If you're a photographer, you may have major folders named personal photos and client photos. Subfolders can be established for different events or dates. As a writer, you might arrange your work into folders for various genres or projects, with subfolders for drafts, revisions, and completed versions. This structure expedites the search process, saving time and eliminating frustration. It's paramount to tailor your system to your specific needs. Just like a city layout makes sense to its dwellers, your folder structure should be intuitive to you. Remember, a logical folder structure is the first step towards an organized computer. Ever struggled to find a file because you couldn't remember its name? We've all been there. But did you know there's a solution that can help avoid this? It's all about file naming conventions. Let's dive into this concept. The important factor? Consistency. By maintaining uniformity, you can quickly identify your files, irrespective of whether they are personal or for team collaboration. Now, how to decide the name? It depends on your preferences. It could be the date, the project's name, or even the version of the document. Sometimes it might be a combination of these elements. Consider the scenario of creating a monthly report. A file name could look like monthly report _December _2023 version 3. It's simple yet effective. The name itself provides sufficient information about the file content. Here's a pro tip. Use underscores or hyphens in place of spaces. This tiny detail helps ensure your files are compatible with various operating systems. Also, take caution to avoid special characters. They may lead to file readability problems. So to recap, such precise and self-explanatory file names are your secret weapon to your files rapidly. Descriptive file names are the secret to finding your files quickly and easily. A cluttered desktop isn't just an eyesore, it's a productivity killer. It doesn't merely disrupt your workflow, but it can also morph your workspace into a chaotic mess, which makes it considerably harder to locate the files necessary for your tasks. This leads to a significant slowdown in your productivity rate. Thus, discussing ways to maintain an organized and clean desktop becomes your journey towards a clutter-free workspace by initially eliminating all the unnecessary clutter. Many people tend to turn their desktop into a repository for every file and folder they encounter. It's a habit you should refrain from. Instead, adopt the practice of promptly moving files to their relevant folders as soon as you finish using them. This will not only maintain cleanliness, also make it easier for you to find your files when needed. Next, consider utilizing your desktop as a temporary workspace. In other words, only files and folders that you're presently working on your desktop. The moment you complete a task, ensure you relocate the correlated files to their predestined spots. For managing applications, you might want to consider the use of the taskbar or the dock, depending on the operating system you're using. This strategy can enhance your efficiency by keeping the most frequently used applications within easy reach without contributing to further desktop clutter. Remember, the ultimate goal is to maintain a desktop that is as minimal and tidy as possible. In the end, it's important to remember that a clean desktop is a productive desktop. Ever lost an important file? Imagine securing your digital assets through a network of remote servers known as cloud. But it's not just about storage. The cloud enables you to access these files from wherever you are, anytime, on any device with internet connectivity. The vastness of the digital sky offers several cloud storage services. Google Drive, Dropbox, and Microsoft OneDrive are names in this field. These platforms provide users with a specific amount of free storage, and additional space can be purchased if needed. However, merely using the cloud for storing files is not enough. Establishing a routine for regular backups is imperative. This practice guarantees that your most recent work is always safeguarded. It's like having your personal time machine that ensures your work is preserved in its current state, and you can revert it whenever required. In the event of data loss, this can be your lifeline. Backups may seem tedious, but consider them as your insurance policy for the digital world. An effective backup strategy is the backbone of any venture in today's interconnected age. Remember, cloud storage coupled with regular backups forms the bulwark against data loss. These are not just tools, but essentials for anyone who values their digital data. Ever lost an important file? You never have to answer yes to that question as long as you have a cloud storage and regular backup. Regular maintenance and cleanup of your files is like a regular health checkup for your computer. It's as essential as tending to your own physical well-being. Your computer, being a significant aspect of your daily life, requires regular upkeep to function smoothly. The health of your computer's file system can't be overlooked if you wish for it to operate effortlessly. This practice is referred to as file maintenance, an activity that helps in sustaining the effectiveness of your and simplifies the process of finding your files. Visualize this scenario. You need to locate a critical document, but the cluttered state of your computer prevents you from finding it. In such a situation, file maintenance comes to your rescue. It's similar to the concept of spring cleaning, but the focus here is your computer. This practice involves an organized approach. Regularly go through your files, eliminate the irrelevant ones, archive those that aren't used frequently but are of importance. This practice not only creates more storage space on your computer, but also makes navigating through your files a more straightforward task. Also, consider your old projects. Don't let them lie around randomly. Archive them to keep them safe, but also out of your sight. This way, they won't obstruct your current work, but you'll still be to access them if required. Maintenance and cleanup keep your computer healthy and your files organized. Organizing your computer files isn't a one-time task. It's an ongoing process. In this video, we've discussed how important it is to create a logical folder structure. This is the foundation of file organization. This involves being consistent with your file naming and being descriptive enough to make the files easy to locate. Don't underestimate the importance of a clean desktop, as it can greatly enhance your workflow. We've also discussed file types, extensions, and the use of cloud storage and regular backups. These can protect your data and make it available from anywhere. Tags can be used to boost file searchability. Automation tools can simplify some tasks, but regular upkeep is crucial. Security must be a top priority. Use strong passwords and encryption to safeguard your sensitive information. These tips are valuable, and we encourage you to implement them. Remember, are not just tips, but tools to keep your computer files organized and your productivity at its peak.